what makes a parent a good parent? Is it the fact that they may spend all their money going into debt, actually buying them uh, everything they ask for, literally spoiling these children? Not only that, but they have gifts that they do not earn. Let's throw in the fact that they can do whatever it is that they want, whenever it is that they want. And the parents have no ground rules, no, like, hey, there's a limit to this madness you have going on. None of that. None of that. Like, literally, they have no limits to this kid's ways of life. And whatever this kid decides is what it is. And they just lavish the child. Now, they never give life lessons, they never correct the child. Um, if anything, the child is correcting them in their way of understanding. But again, this child has cars, and whenever it wants to get out of town, it can. It just jumps because it has money in the bank and like the latest trends, if not being a trendsetter themselves. Like, they really have it going on, right? And then this kid ends up, uh, let's say, being prosperous. You know what I'm saying? Not only living off of uh, the parents' money, but let's say it's out there doing pretty good in the corporate world, right? And they decide that they've had enough, right? And this is the day that they snap. So they go home and they freaking leave their family. They decide to say to hell with work and quit their job, and then turn around and say, life is unfair. Nobody taught me uh, what was right or wrong, because now they're sitting in jail for doing something stupid, or committing a serious crime, because nobody ever corrected them when they were younger to tell them, hey, don't torture that cat, don't hit that dog, don't. So you used to do all kind of crazy stuff. Not to say kids that aren't little weird little boogers anyway, but just saying in general, let's say this is the scenario, and you have a kid that's just like, hey, and I know, put the damn dog down. What are you doing? Why is the dog on the grill? I'm making hot dogs. What? Well, get the goddamn dog off. Like, yeah, so yeah, let's think about this for a second. Like, this is real stuff. So I want to know, what makes a parent this great parent? Is it the fact that they spoil this child with all this 3D stuff, or the lessons that they help nurture them as they grow to understand what's really going on around them, so they can be able to maneuver through life without making so many mistakes as they did when they were younger? You know what I'm saying? Like, elevating at some kind of point. Is that more beneficial, or actually giving them uh, every single thing material? That's my question. Like, everybody has their own ideas of what they consider to be. I think this is the right thing to do. Hey, not knocking it. I'm just interested in knowing what you think. As far as the idea, what do you, if you have kids, or if you plan on having kids, um, what would be your way of raising them? What is your idea, your ideal parent role to instill in your child growth? So yeah, leave it. Let me hear it.